Hey folks, this is Becky with TravelScoot. Today I'm going to teach you how to change out the brake cable on the deluxe model of the TravelScoot. This model that we have is one that's been totaled out, so yours more than likely does not look like this. Needs a new motor, doesn't have a controller, but it will serve for our purposes today. For your tools today, you're going to need a 5/16 socket wrench, pair of nippers, something that you can use to hook the brake cable through where it comes out of the tubing here. And then I find it helpful to have something you can grab it with. First step, you're going to loosen the nut back at the brake cable. Easy enough. Takes that right out, which means you can pull it out here. Now up at the handles, right here is where the top of the brake cable comes in. So you need to loosen this nut over here first. These two slots will line up, which will allow you to bring the cable out. Now, since this isn't popping out automatically, this is a little trickier. That's okay. Don't give up on it. Just keep wiggling. You want this part to pop out, which will release the little hammer at the top. Now we've clipped the zip ties on this already, but you'll use your nippers, scissors, nail scissors to clip your zip ties along here. So your brake is going to come out, detach it. It's zip tied together with the other brake cable here at the front of the junction box. Save this. That's the top of your little ring, if you still have it. Okay, so that's how you remove the old one. For this purpose, we're just going to put the same one back on. Now we're going to install. I always think of this as a little hammer piece. So put your little hammer piece, and you want it to feed back in, along in there. You're going to twist this back, but you need to make sure that your slot is not lined up anymore. So it's a little hard to see, but these two slots are not lined up. Otherwise your cable would just pop right back out. Okay. So this is the left brake cable. It's going to come out, wrap around the left side, and come back together with your bundle of wires. Notch it into place. Now, along the bottom of the left trailing leg, I'm going to feed this in. As you feed the cable in, watch the back hole of the trailing leg. This is where your hook is going to come in handy. And as the wire comes back, just ease it out. Feed it in to the space. And what you want is this to fit all the way in here. Don't worry about any excess here. We'll worry about that in a little bit. Now, your brake band screw, you want this washer to be up, and you want to feed the cable below the washer and below the nut. Once it's in, you can pretty much squeeze along here. Go ahead and tighten that down just for now, just so that it stays securely where you want it to be. And then you're also going to zip tie the brake cables back down here like this. Feed your zip tie from the bottom and over. And you're going to secure it underneath. Easiest if you have this scooter up on a workbench. I'm not going to tighten it all the way. I just want to hold it there so that I have a good idea of what I'm working with. I'm not tightening anything all the way yet, so that way I can still move stuff around. Now we're going to adjust the tension on the cable. You're going to loosen this. Don't let the cable slip all the way out. The tighter you go, you can hold that down into place, adjust. You don't want to just over tighten this. You just want it tight enough to hold on to, withstand when you're squeezing the brakes. Now this, way too tight. So we're going to loosen it up a little bit. Just enough that I can start feeding this through. Just going to back it off slightly. Much better. That's going to apply. I can still apply the parking brake, have it hold, and it's not going to move. Thanks for watching and happy scooting.